Lindsay, Heather, Fran, all you hoes is mid. Heard a fake rumor about me, ain't got something on the kid. That don't change the fact that there's just no flavor in your wrist. That was given from the start, so it just is what it is. Now drop the pin, well, when I step to the plate, everybody knows that I electrify. Every time I just pray and never fall, even when the bullets stick when I sanctify. Every girl is out of my league, so these days, man, I just watch Geminis. They thought they had us down bad, now we going 25-20.
Boys from I'm Not Cappin Podcast Network. If you don't know, tell a friend to tell a friend about your boys. We got D Majors. He got a major cut today. We got Meech. We got Meech. We got the OG of the OGs. My OG bigger than your OG. We got OG Pops in the building. And then we got Rozay. He got his clear glasses on today. But Meech, if you want to get us started before we get into topics today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, first I want to just acknowledge first I'm grateful to be on the podcast again. You know how we do it every week. You know, it's a wonderful time to talk about sports, just how we can grow and make sure we're not capping. Though I am a Steelers fan, I want to pay just a little tribute to the Ravens organization. I know that we rivals, and I know we've been talking about the Ravens all week, weekly. And I just want to make sure that I put this out there. But Mr. Arthur Jones, who was a very dominant D tackle for the Ravens organization, passed away on today. So before we get on the topic of the Ravens, I just wanted to, first just pay a tribute, just pay respects to his family. And as we are all praying for his family, for the loss of a loved one, knowing that he's gone home to be with the Lord. But I know that Ravens organization is probably hurting in this moment. So we're just remembering them and keeping them in our prayers. That's all I got.
All right. To get started, we don't shift it over to Rozay, because I've been saying this for a year now, man. The Clipboard Man has struck again, man. What's going on in the Ravens, man? What's going on in Baltimore, Rozay?
Shit, you tell me, man. We ain't going to the playoffs. Tell by the tone of my voice, I'm highly disappointed. But it is what it is. I don't think Harbaugh's the issue, though, bro. Because he doesn't really do nothing on the team. I really think it's the OC and the DC. Harbaugh really lets his coaches coach, so he just stays out the way. So I really think it's just the OC and the DC. I think it's time for a change. Or I think we just need to rebuild. It's one of the two, man. That's all I really got. It ain't really much to say, man. I feel like how you feel with the Giants. I see how you been feeling, bro.
Hey, we got some new optimism over here. Hey, D, run that play. Lamar, hey, run that play real quick. This is what Harbaugh do. He got his headset on. Don't even know he don't even do nothing. Just stealing, man. Pops,
he let his coaches coach, bro.
Y'all guys ain't truth. Y'all don't get it. It's at a point now. They all right, bro. Don't worry about it. Ravens is where they need to be. This is when the season's starting.
They won
Everybody
3.
tend to forget. It's all right, brother. This is when the season starts. Remind you, these cats don't play no preseason games. So this is they bodies getting in shape. Trust me. They'll be all right.
Have you seen the rest of the schedule?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be all right.
Have you seen the rest of the schedule?
Brother, you gotta understand that's one thing about the Ravens, bro. They come through. They just like Pittsburgh. They gonna come through. Don't worry about it. Don't
compare it. No, don't do that.
Well, Pittsburgh fan, you got the oop from Pops. Go ahead. I know you happy over there.
No, first of all, I'm not happy in the way the Ravens is going regarding the injuries. I want to play the Ravens at their best. We got our butts kicked to them twice last year, and we won the first time. So we were 1 out of 3 last year when it came to this team. But let me tell you something. The Ravens are not all right. They're not all right. Lamar is out on Sunday, so we really don't know what the Ravens are going to do. I don't even know who the backup of the Ravens is. They had Drew Brees. Cooper Rush.
And they're in good hands. They're going to be all right.
No, sir.
They're going to be all right. Watch Rush. Hear what I tell you: 250 or more yards.
It ain't nothing to pass for 250.
And
Getting
we're
that.
talking about defense because their defense is hurt. Their offense is hurt. I mean, Henry, I don't think he had a fumble last game, but is he gonna hold on to the ball this game? You got a Texans team who's trying to fight for their spot.
Who?
The Texans.
Who?
The Texans.
I ain't hear you again. Who?
The Texans, my guy. They
Let me say this again. Who?
But what you mean? Who? They both 1-3. They both trying
Listen
to
to
fight
me.
for a better position.
They are done. Texas is done, bruh.
The
Texas
Ravens look like
is
they're
How come the
done.
Ravens? How come the Ravens are done? They 1-3.
Lamar is hurt.
Dude, y'all keep acting like that's it. Don't worry.
They don't have that. The
about
rest
that.
of the team is hurt. Omar, I don't
Yeah.
think you understand it.
There you
The
go again. You ain't a
backups.
fan.
The
Don't worry
backup.
about
No,
that.
the backups
You
are
don't worry
hurt.
There
The
you go.
backups are hurt.
That is the Ravens. They're the best team that
The
always go through the
backups are
draft.
hurt. So we're down
Don't
to the
worry.
third
They
string.
third strings is all right, brother.
No,
Watch
they're
when
not.
y'all see that. Watch when y'all see it. Watch what y'all see.
Hey, why? Okay, let me go down the list real quick. They just lost to the Chiefs by 17 last Sunday. This Sunday, the Texans at home, they'll possibly win that one. Then
That's
they got
the
the
W.
Rams. Then they got the Rams.
W.
Then they got the Bears. The Bears is all right.
W.
Dolphins
That's
is
three.
trash. I can see y'all
No,
winning that.
4.
Then they got the Vikings.
5.
Okay. Then they got the Browns. The Browns. they
6.
got the.
So now they got 7 victories. Go ahead.
So then they got the Jets. I mean, they 0-4, so I can see that dub. Then you got the Bengals. What's his name? Ain't gonna be back.
Yep.
So
that's 8. That's 8 victories.
Then you got the Steelers, and that's gonna be a fight.
Who?
The Steelers. My team.
Who?
My team. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Yes,
Nah,
sir.
look. Who?
Yeah. Who you? Who the team?
Who?
Don't
You
do
already
that.
know what's going to happen. Your
What's
boy
gonna
going
happen?
down. He going down.
Who's going
Once
down?
Rodgers go down, who's your backup?
Bro, we got Will Howard.
There it is. Next.
We got
Okay, you don't
Will
even know who your
Howard.
backup is.
I'm trying
Who's
to
your
tell you.
backup?
We got Will Howard, who just
Who?
won a national championship with Ohio State.
Who
Just won a national championship with
Who?
Ohio. You got Skylar Thompson, who was a beast at Kansas State.
Who?
Don't do that. No, who's your
He
backup?
keeps saying,
Who's your backup, Pops? Who's your backup, Pops?
See, I can tell you ain't no fan. Y'all two dudes
I'm a
talk
fan,
like y'all
fan. What you
fans.
mean?
Fans mean you keep rooting for your team. You don't sit up and keep trying to find excuses. You
Ain't
got
nobody
Aaron
talking-
Rodgers.
It's
You
not
got
talking
Aaron
about
Rodgers.
excuses.
That's all
It's
you
about
need.
being
That's what you
realistic.
said.
It's about
What?
being realistic. Is Lamar
You
not
see,
the
Rozay
guy that-
left. He already heard what's up. Rozay had to leave. Next, go ahead.
I think he's leaving because of the stuff that you saying. Because Rozay
No,
is
because Rozay
real.
starting. Look at you. See the face? That right there lets you know he's starting to rethink. You understand?
Is
And
an
you sitting
actual
up in
real
here.
Ravens fan.
Look at you. You ain't no fan. I can tell that's so still is there no belief. You understand?
D, go ahead and jump in here real quick, D.
We coming.
D can't
Yo,
say
chill,
nothing. That's
bro.
a Tennessee
Hey,
man.
hold
Ain't that a
on,
Tennessee
hold
guy? Hold up,
Hold
that's a
on.
Come
Tennessee
on,
guy.
D.
He already
Talk
owed me
to
some
D.
money.
Talk
I
to
forgot.
D.
He owed me some money because he was talking all that trash. And I told you your
It's
team was gonna be
documented.
trash.
It is documented.
You know?
Both the
We
teams
got it
ain't
on
winning.
tape.
Ready.
we both 0-4.
What?
We both 0-4.
Hey, brother, you talking about nah, dog? My team gonna do this. Told you, man, please.
And guess what? We both got the same record.
Who?
Wait, who's it? Who's
Hey,
got
what
the
did I
same
tell
record.
you? You gave
Who's
my
Bob's
team
team?
more victory. You understand?
We both got the same record.
Hey, brother,
Who's
I
your
ain't
team?
never
The
told
Jets?
y'all my team was gonna win. I told you what I was going for. I said first round pick, baby. It didn't make no difference to me. See,
Who's
that's
his
the
team, D?
difference.
The
Ain't nobody
Jets.
talking to you. You going to.
Boy, whatever. We're talking about the
You
Jets.
need to leave. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing from you.
Jets?
I need you to do the Rozay. Do the Rozay. Be quiet. We ain't trying to hear you right now.
They got a Jet 2 holiday. That's what it
You
is.
know, there you
Jet
go.
2
You got
holiday.
my former dude. So bush. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing you got to say. Go ahead, Rob.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll jump in real quick. I think the Ravens, it depends. I mean, I think if they only get 2 losses while Lamar out, they'll be fine, and then they can take off with the Browns and some of them other teams you had listed. I don't think they're done. I'm still not sold. The Pops' point on these Steelers. Rodgers is always a roller coaster, and no one else is in the division. And then just looking at the rest of the AFC landscape, I don't know who's the wild card teams. I mean, beside either the Chiefs or the Chargers are probably going to take one, but the rest of the divisions are probably only going to have one person. So I mean, it's still open. We talked about the Titans earlier, but your boy AJ Brown, he was over there reading a book. Now he done dropped the book. Now he tweeting again. We talked about Jalen Hurts 2 weeks ago. We talked about Jalen Hurts. Well, you think AJ a diva, or you think he's the issue in Philly, or you think it's justified?
I think the issue going on with AJ, it's hurting him that he's not contributing to the team, even though that they're winning, and he's making the most money, the second most money on the team outside of the quarterback. And when you only getting like 2 targets, and yeah, y'all are winning, but you feel like you're just there. Like, I'm not getting the ball. I may be open sometimes, and Jalen Hurts is not seeing me, and then it feel like I'm just doing cardio on the field. And I feel like he's frustrated. I don't think he cares about the money. I don't think he cares about anything else. He got his ring. I think he want to feel like if we're winning games, I want to contribute as well. I want to feel like I'm involved with the team's success and winning. So I don't really think it's a distraction. But if it keeps getting worse, I'm predicting this offseason, he will ask for a trade.
Meech?
I don't know if he'll necessarily go for a trade, but I think he's going to talk to the front office on why he's not getting the touches that he needs to get. I mean, he is getting paid all that bread, and he hasn't really been showing all that bread played. You know, it kind of reminds me of TJ Watt. You know, you're getting paid this money, but we see you jogging when you're supposed to be going for a sack for the quarterback. Like, so what are we paying you for? And not only that, I also realize that just because you're the best receiver does not mean that the best ball has to go to the best receiver. You have 3 other receivers on the field for a reason. Everybody else has to get their bread too. Everybody else got to eat too. Just because you're the main guy doesn't mean the best ball is always going to go to you. And what we've seen with the Eagles, the other receivers are doing what it needs to do to get the job done. And sadly, it's not going to A.J. Brown.
No, they're not, bro.
But if I'm open and I'm not getting the ball, then that's
no,
another
they're not,
situation.
bro. It's not even look, bro. It's not even
really getting open.
No, he is actually.
Go ahead, Rozay.
He's getting open on the route. So look, bro, this last game they just played against the Bucks, right? They were winning big, whatever. He had 8 targets. We gotta look and see how AJ Brown is getting targeted, what kind of routes these plays have him running. They running him on bubble screens. They running him on fucking dig routes and everything. That's not even gonna get him open. He's a physical receiver. You need to put him in a situation where he can get himself open. 9 times out of 10 he's gonna be open. But we just trying to paint this picture on AJ Brown. He's frustrated. You just said the other Eagles receivers are eating. No, they not. Devontae Smith is the same way. He just don't say nothing at all. He's the most quietest person on the team. He's not getting no targets. He's not getting no catches. He's the second best player besides Saquon on the team. If we want to be honest. He's the best weapon on the field. I feel like he's a better receiver than AJ Brown, but that's a different conversation for a different time. But them 2 receivers, yes, they're not getting the targets that they need. They're not getting the attention that they need. I blame it on it. That have nothing to do with the front office. It just has to do with play calling. That's all it is. It's a situation, and that's just how I feel. I mean, last year was the same situation, but they found ways to get them going and stuff. It just seems like this season they haven't been able to find that niche on getting AJ Brown or Devontae Smith going. I'm not even going to just say it's AJ Brown. It's both of them.
Pops?
Well, first of all, you got to understand what's going on there. The key is that what's the rules? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's the mentality they running. They running the mentality of one-way running. Let's just run the ball. They doing safe plays. That's what they're doing. And that's not good for the whole offense. And what's happening now is that, like AJ's looking at his numbers. See, he already got the ring. He got the ring. He got the money. Now he want them stats. And his stats are terrible. You know, you got to think it's 5. We 4 games in, and this dude only got 150 yards or something like that or less. So he's looking at that thing. Now, I think what they need to do is, like you said again, Rozay, I watched the game. You're right. They giving that dude, he's the decoy. It looked like they use him as a decoy. He's running straight patterns. And like you said, he's a physical. Why isn't he doing a slant? Why he ain't breaking out? Let him use his skills to break it. Another thing, you said something else as quiet as kept. He ain't getting open because he's not that fast like that. He's a physical, so he'll break out and then do with them quick cuts, and then he break it, and then DB fall down or he break by him. Going a straight route, a DB can run with any. I don't care. Only a couple DBs are slower than the wide receiver if you run in the straight route. And he's running straight routes, and then when they throw the ball, it's always on an out route. Dude, he can't. AJ ain't getting open like that. He don't do out routes. He good in the middle and all of that. But again, you got to look at their mentality. These dudes won over 20 games. Were they 21-1 or some crap for the last few games? They're not going to change the system until it's broken. And guess what? Nobody has stopped them. See what happened last year when they did the same crap? Guess what happened? They got stopped, so they was forced to go back and start throwing the ball. So right now they running that simple patty cake offense. But I think AJ is going to get his touches. They're going to give it to him. And like you said, he gets targeted. He just got some bad routes they give it. And like I said again, it's the OC. He's making the decision, and it might be coming from the coach. We don't know. So that's the problem about it.
I'm gonna be honest. I know they won a championship, but I've been saying this forever. Philly's very easy to beat. Like, they got a lot of star power, obviously. But this is the question that I've been saying this forever. When everyone wants to jump on this Jalen Hurts elite thing, I get it, but he's still on training wheels. And what year are we on? Like, he's still on training wheels. That offense is nearly as high powered as it can and will be, but I think it's going to come and bite them. Because I'm going to be honest, if you guys look at them second half stats, people will figure them out. The issue is the first half, they're getting on these big leads, and that defense is not nearly as unstoppable as it was. Once the teams start making them adjustments in the first half, I think that teams don't fall apart. And quiet is kept, even though Smitty don't have the personality, I would not be shocked. They're in a situation where both of them say deuces. I think once the training wheels fall off for Philly, I think it's still be, mark my words, you don't be like, dang, they just went from here straight down here. And they don't have to rebuild that whole team. But it'll still be interesting to see. I don't think AJ's in the wrong. I just think the OC and the coach know the truth. And it's no shade and no disrespect on Jalen Hurts. I just don't think Jalen is that guy. Like, I know last year they won the championship, but let's be honest, the other years they were thinking about replacing him. Now they found the system, but I don't think I think they're very hesitant without the system. Is he going to be good if they really open up that offense?
They just need him to game manage, and that's it. That's all. Playing quarterback now in college and the NFL. If you can manage the game and you can keep your team in it, or keep the lead, or keep the ball out of the opposing team hands, that's all they want. You ain't even got to be an elite quarterback nowadays no more. It's only probably a handful of quarterbacks that are elite. Everybody else is game managers, bro. That's what Jalen Hurts is. I don't even consider him an elite quarterback. And people like Cam, they keep saying that he keep getting criticized. They keep criticizing Cam for saying it, but he's speaking the truth. What does Jalen Hurts do that's great, that makes him elite? Nobody can't say no. They can't tell you anything that he does great on the field as a starting quarterback. Yeah, y'all probably can't even think of anything.
He's elite.
Some pops over here.
He can run.
All right.
He can
man,
run.
you probably don't get you. You sound like Gilly the Kid.
What?
Pops trolling. That man ain't
What?
no elite.
He's elite. Oh my gosh.
Why y'all guys dogging him for? You know, he's doing what the coaches want him to do. That's the thing
He's
that y'all keep
he's a
missing.
game manager. That's fine.
So
But we're not
again,
gonna
he
call we
can't
can't
do
call
no
him
more.
elite if he's managing the game.
Bruh, if he
We
get
can't
another
call him
Super
elite.
Bowl,
He
he
ain't
get
getting
another
another
You
Super
can't call him
Bowl.
elite.
He's going to
So
be
They're
let
not
me
winning another
ask you.
Super
Hold on.
Bowl.
Let me ask
They're
you
not
this.
winning another
Let me ask
Yeah.
this: was Eli Manning elite or was he a game manager?
elite.
Yeah, for sure.
Elite.
He was elite because you got to understand. See,
What
Eli,
made
listen,
Eli Manning elite?
you know why?
Those 2
This is
runs
the
he
truth
made.
about Eli. When the playoffs,
What did he do
he
on the
would
field that was
listen.
great?
Listen, in the
playoff
playoffs,
runs.
them runs were
Besides that,
historic.
look at his whole career. What
No,
did he
no,
do
no,
on the
no, no,
field
no,
that
no,
was
no, no.
elite?
I'm gonna say this. The reason why I'm telling you this, he is 2 different players. If you sit here and say mediocre, I say that. But what he did in the playoffs is that he beat 2 teams that was unstoppable. He beat them. Not the wide receivers. He threw the pass. He wasn't. And that's the one thing about Eli. Now, I'm agreement about a game manager is a guy who that you know, or he never wins the game. You can't say Eli didn't win the game. Eli won the game. A game manager does not win a game. He managed the game. He lets he'll let everybody else win. No, a game manager, that's what a game manager is. A leak is you out here winning the game. You got to win
But
the game.
aren't you automatically gonna get the credit if you're the quarterback?
No, you won't.
I don't
That's
think
why
so.
think what you just
It's
finished
been
saying.
plenty of situations
Hold
where
on,
that's
hold on. Think
happened.
what you just finished saying. What did you say? Is a game that didn't you bring it up? That means guess what? Some quarterbacks ain't. I give you Cannon. What's his name? Cannon for the Raiders. When the Raiders went to the championship and won.
This nigga said
He
Rich
was
Gannon, bro. That
yeah.
nigga's ass, bro.
Okay, think about it. That's a game. What? Was
He's
he
not
elite?
even a game manager, bro.
But hey,
would
that's
you,
what
He's
to
not
be
even
honest,
that.
I mean, would you throw Nick Foles in there? The same situation?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was.
Yep.
Yeah, Nick Foles
Yep.
deliberately beat.
Now Nick Foles is funny because guess what? Look at his starting record. He doesn't have a good record starting. So he's nothing. He had one playoff run. That was it. He didn't have multiple. You got to think Eli beat the unstoppable teams, man. Every time he won, you think about it. If Eli didn't beat
Nick
that,
Foles beat the
you know,
Patriots too.
yeah, and you think about it, the losses that the Patriots got is from, quarterback that just did what they do. But again, I don't know. It's
Game
like to
manager.
me,
You think no. Eli's not no game manager. Don't do
Bro.
that.
Drew Brees a game manager, or was Drew Brees?
hell no.
Drew Brees was
Hell
no.
he was
No.
an elite
Absolutely
quarterback.
not.
He was
No.
elite. He was
No.
elite.
Not even close. No.
Hey, Meech.
No.
Now I was
We
just
don't want
curious.
to have that conversation.
So if you
with
gonna label Drew Brees as not elite, then you have to say the same thing about Eli Manning. You can't
Who
do
said
that.
that he's not elite?
Your
Who
son
said
just said that. Just by
You
the look
said-
on his face, he said that.
Rod, you saying that you talking about Breeze is not elite?
I didn't say that.
No,
I
you
just said they would have a
say what your
separate
facial expression said.
Listen, we have a separate conversation. I just don't think Breeze is all that people be talking to him about, especially people in here. We can name about 10 quarterbacks before we get to Breeze.
Eli Manning not going to be in front of him. Am I correct?
You named 10? I don't know, bro. You got to think. Drew is number 10. Drew number 2 on passing.
Listen, but
all that.
I'm glad we ain't no wait for this week. A lot of stuff with these stats are misleading. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys: when was he ever the best quarterback in the league?
3 or 4 years.
When he won MVP.
He was the best. He was over Manning.
When he won MVP.
Because you got to think, Manning, remind you got to think, Eli.
I ain't buying that.
What?
But if you win the MVP, does that mean that you deserve to be the best?
No,
that'll mean you're the best player.
Because Josh Allen won MVP, and we all know who the better.
What year was he better than Peyton Manning?
When Peyton Manning was hurt.
Yeah, he was better than him.
No. Stop.
You asked the question, so I'm giving you an answer. Did you not ask the question? I gave you an answer. You didn't say whether they was hurt. I just gave you an answer.
What year was he better than him?
I just gave you an answer, bro.
And him being injured.
Oh, hold on,
no.
too. He also
He
hold
led
on.
the league in touchdowns.
No, hold on.
He led the
Omar,
league in
hold on.
touchdowns.
Rasheem, hold on.
Just say that,
Hold on. Listen to this. He beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl too.
Eli beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Is Eli better than him?
Eli Manning, bro. No.
No.
Eli Manning elite,
I
bro.
got you. No. Don't do that. You ain't the
No,
run back and
bro.
forth. I got you. I'm gonna
No,
use
I
the
think
same
Brees is better than Eli.
Brees is better than Eli, bro.
I did not say he wasn't.
So if you're not good, so if Brees is not elite in your mind and Eli is, there's something wrong with you.
Did I say he wasn't elite? I just
bro,
said
based off, I told you. Based off your facial expression, tell us how you really feel.
My mouth.
Hold on. He won Super Bowl
Rasheem,
MVP.
I've been knowing you for 10 years, bro. The way you just look, you like, nah.
I didn't say he wasn't elite.
But
because you don't want to say you don't want to start that conversation, bro.
I told you there's 10 quarterbacks better than Drew Brees, dog. Y'all ain't
name
that
10 quarterbacks of all time better than Drew Brees?
Name them. What 10 is better than him? You talking about he ain't in the top 10?
Yeah.
I want to hear his list.
Yeah, who you got?
Hey, Manning. Tom Brady. Dan Marino.
Nope. He's better than Dan Marino. Go.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Sorry, Dan get knocked off. If you don't have a championship,
can I finish? Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Nah, I'm done.
Keep going. Keep going. He is. Keep going though.
No.
Pat Mahomes is better. Yes.
Stop. Pops. He is not better than Patrick Mahomes. Not better than Drew Brees.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
How many Super Bowls does Pat have, and how many does Brees have?
How many yards he got? How many yards? How many this? How many this? Okay, then.
He's still playing.
Huh? I don't talk to Pittsburgh people. Bye. Go, Rob. Finish the list.
We beat y'all.
Rob, where's your list?
Y'all gotta see us.
Go ahead, Rob. Finish your list.
Anyway, we don't go to the next topic. I might
finish the list, bro.
Finish the list. This y'all don't stop it, man. No.
Finish the list, bro.
I'm not gonna stop.
Finish the list. Huh?
He
picked Dan Marino. Dan Marino is over him.
All right. D, what is going on in Titans land?
Hey, it ain't Dan Marino, I can tell you that.
Well,
he want Kerry Collins back. You want Kerry Collins?
We asked, and apparently people have a problem with that. Well, what he said. I get it. You know, as a leader, you're not supposed to say that, but I mean, I can't get mad at the man for telling the truth. I can't. Like, we asked. Let's deal with that. Accept it. Let's, keep going.
Is it the quarterback?
No.
Hmm?
Before you get out your chest, sit back. No.
This is two quarterbacks in a row that look the same.
So hold on, Omar. I'm glad you said that. I want to ask D something real. I want to ask D something real quick. So, if it's not the quarterback, right? Like he just referred to, y'all done had two quarterbacks back-to-back years having the same issue with the same team. These are the same players on the same team from last year, offense and defense wise. And we saying what now?
I would say to answer your
question. Hold on. How come we not getting no help for the quarterbacks before? Why we gotta keep putting these quarterbacks in these situations? Because if y'all keep putting them in these situations,
I'm about to answer that. The reason why the result still looks the same, like I'm gonna start from this point on. The issue was with last year with Will Levis. Yes, was it all his fault? No. But the problem was it was the stupid mistakes that he was making that put him in a bad situation. Had he just sat back and just took the sacks and just threw the ball and made his reads. Okay, and they dropped the ball, I cannot get upset with it. I don't care if Will Levis got sacked 50 times.
He couldn't make his reads. He didn't have time.
But
that's why he hurt now.
But here's the thing, Rozay. Here's the thing, Rozay. I get he didn't have time. I get his line was bad. But I give you an example. The Bears game. Why would you sit there and just toss the ball up into the other defender's hands? Just take the sack. It's okay. I get it. Your line is bad. Just take the sack. We good. I can't blame you for that. I cannot
You go out there and
you're
just take the
making
sack
a
against
constant
three
mistake.
300-pound
That's when we have
niggas.
a problem. You said what?
You go out there and take the sack against 300-pound niggas. 3 of them
I
running
will
at you full speed.
I will lay the fuck down.
Hey, yo.
Oh, I got him. I set him up.
That was all right.
I will drop to the ground. Fuck it. You ain't tackling me.
Nah, bro.
Nah, I see why Tennessee is the way they are. If the fans feel
we
this
got the
way,
same record.
huh? Well, you just have my money because you lost, brother. Because you were talking mad trash.
You know what? You know
and
what?
you
Rasheem,
lost.
Omar.
So I'm good to go.
Omar dresses like he wants to. Omar dresses like he wants to be his grandson for Halloween.
Oh no. See, the Jets I'm a real fan. I told you what my team was gonna do. You have faith. I don't have faith. I already know. I said I'm
How
getting
come
that
you ain't got
draft
no
pick.
faith?
Huh?
How come
Because
you
when
ain't got
you
no
know
faith?
somebody's trash, you got to know what they are. See, I ain't one of them fans that gonna sit here and lie, talking about fire the coach and do all that. The team was trash. I told y'all this. You said no. And I told all of y'all, it takes 5 games in this new football season before you see the true teams because they don't practice no more. Remember, 10 years ago, they used to play the second, third, and the fourth game. And then you knew what you had. Now they don't play. It's a piece of junk, and that's why you got to wait 5 games before you see the
So we
team.
on game 5. Y'all don't beat Dallas this
That's why y'all
week.
gonna beat Dallas.
And then
Huh?
y'all
That's
don't
why
beat
y'all gonna beat
Dallas
Dallas
this
on
week.
Sunday.
The Jets with the upset of the week.
That's why y'all gonna beat Dallas on Sunday.
Hold on, sir. Just earlier, he said that real fans are supposed to have faith when we was talking about Rozay and his team, and now he said he ain't got no faith. So I'm confused.
No. I didn't say I had no faith. I said I know my team, and you know what I'm trying to do.
real
What
fans
I
have
keep saying, I said I want the pick. I never said about winning. See, you want. I don't care about winning this year. I want the pick, and I know the truth. See, to be a true fan, my expectations is for a losing season. So it doesn't matter. I got money out there. So it doesn't matter to me. Now you sitting up here, you got ideas. My idea has been going. After what Rodgers did to my team, I'm all right with it. So I have those days. I'm going back for the same
Rodgers
thing.
didn't do
You know what I
nothing
mean?
to your team. This is what your team did to Rodgers. Yeah. That's what your team did to Rodgers. Because he bought out. And he came back from an injury and still played with y'all.
Man, ain't nobody care about that old ass nigga, bro.
Y'all didn't do Rodgers right. But it's
Hey, D, he's saying that for now. This time date stamp until we get to the end of the year. He don't be ready for Rodgers to get out of there.
You're gonna be looking like D and say talking that nonsense, just like how D be talking about. You're gonna sit here and gonna say it ain't the quarterback, it's this, it's that. You understand?
Shoot,
But don't worry.
3-1 right now. It ain't been the quarterback. Rodgers has been playing. Our problem has been some of our online can't block, and our defense hasn't been that great. We known for Steelers defense. Steelers is known for their team, for their defense. So
Who?
the Steelers.
When?
The Steelers.
That was 5 years ago. That was 5 years
We've
ago. We
always
know what
been
talking
known
about
for our
then.
defense.
5 years ago.
Even
5 years
now,
ago.
bro.
5 years ago.
Sir.
5 years ago.
No.
5 years
We
ago.
have always been known for our defense.
5 years ago. You just finished it. Remember what you said? Your guys is jogging
always
back.
been known for our
Remember what
defense.
you just finished saying?
And y'all
Didn't you
ain't
say
been
your
great
man be
since Mark
jogging back?
Sanchez.
That's
Y'all
5
ain't
years
great
ago.
since Mark Sanchez. And how long ago was
Who?
that? 15 years ago?
Ain't nobody talking about no Mark Sanchez. We just
I'm
talking about your
Mark
team.
Sanchez.
Now you get
Y'all
mad
have
when I
not
told you the
been
facts. Your guys ain't got no
consistent.
defense. Y'all been running back.
Y'all ain't got
You
no
already get
defense.
ready, TJ.
Bro, hold on,
You
let me
just
look up
turned
the
on your team. You
Hold
said
on.
TJ
Let me
gotta
just-
go. Rewind the tape. There it is,
That's me being
TJ.
realistic.
Huh? Hey,
That's
Rod,
me
throw
being
the X on him.
realistic.
We got him
Hold on, let me
again. We
look up the
got him.
Jets.
Put the X on him. He
Hold on,
don't know
the
what he's
Jets got
talking about.
defense. The
Hey,
Jets
D,
got
talk to
defense.
him. We need some D. Talk to him. He don't know what he's talking
The
about.
Jets got
You see how
defense.
D looking at him?
But y'all let
No,
the
you
Bills
stuttering
score
too
30.
much. You trying to stutter.
You
You
let the
stuttering
Bills
too
score
much.
30. Come on, bro.
Hey, bro, who said anything that just had defense? See, here you go
You
again.
did.
Who
You
told
did.
you? I said your team ain't got no defense. Never told you the Jets had no D.
Jets got
Who
defense.
told you this?
Good, sir.
You just found out my team was the Jets. So how was I talking about them?
Because you talked about the
Then
Jets.
you
And I
see,
said
then
what
you
you
go
said about the
again.
Jets.
Hey,
I'm looking up
this
the
is what
stats.
happened with
Not
Pittsburgh
good.
people. They be sitting up here, they fantasizing. You don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
y'all be fantasizing.
Ain't nobody. You didn't even know my
Y'all thought y'all
team.
was gonna do
Now you
something
said I said this. How could I say this stuff and that you ain't know my team was?
because you did.
When?
I do know your team because you said it earlier.
When?
At the beginning of the
Then
podcast.
No, we didn't. You're lying, bro.
We
You
can go
messing
back and
up.
watch it.
D, talk to him, D. Hit it and rewind.
Now we need to talk to you. Then we can talk to you. You
Hey,
tripping.
D, I think it's that time of the show, D.
Hey, what happened to the show?
It's that time of the
Call somebody, man.
It's that time of the. It's that time.
Oh, weak as fuck.
But I will tell you guys before we get in to the last couple topics for the day. Besides Meech, someone's team did win this week. D. Jackson Dart is here to save the day. Before I let y'all go, before y'all ruin my momentum, we're going on the streak. I told you we don't beat them Chargers. Now we don't get the Saints. We don't go on the streak. I just want to put that out there. Since everybody else got a loser mentality in here.
That nigga got a hamstring injury. You better hope he play.
Who?
Jackson Dart. He's on the injury.
Ain't nothing wrong with listen.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with him.
Listen, Juice Dart, he got juice, man.
Juice
Ain't nothing
Dart.
wrong with him.
And if he
come
can't
out there
do
with the
anything,
chain.
Jameis ain't gonna come out there and save the
We've
day.
been waiting for Jameis.
Matter of fact, you know where he
maybe
going?
we could-
You heard what they said. Yeah, y'all heard the reports.
Here he goes.
Jameson going to Tennessee, baby. He going to Tennessee. They need some help. They need a quarterback. They need some help.
Get them dubs.
Look at D face. He get happy, boy. He want Jameson.
Nah, that nigga team need help for real, bro.
D, you alive tonight? You ain't got nothing to say, huh?
That nigga worried about Alabama. They beat Georgia last weekend, so he good.
That's all they worried about. Who y'all?
They got to worry about Vanderbilt this
But
weekend.
hold on, Rozay. That was the next time. Go ahead and jump into it, man.
About Vandy.
If Vandy don't come and get them again,
They gonna tap that ass for
You got
sure.
Vandy?
Hell no.
No.
Alabama.
I got him by a field goal.
I got
I got
Alabama
Vandy
by
by a
20.
field goal. It's gonna be a tough
Alabama
game, though. It's
blowing
gonna be a
them out.
tough game for sure.
Alabama
said
is about to
Alabama
beat the mess out of them lawyers, them doctors, them chemists. All
God
of them.
damn,
said
Meech,
that
I'm
they
going
said
to
that
agree
last year,
with you.
too.
I'm with you on that. They going to put a hurting on them.
But they said that
20?
last year and they lost.
Hey, Rozay, that sounds like a good bet right there. Is that the prize piece? The 20?
Hey, for
20
real,
or
I'm done
more.
with prize picks. Hey, fuck prize picks. Fuck all
Wow,
that.
that's
We're
what
gonna
you
go.
got. You said 20 or more.
Not everybody comes into Tuscaloosa and just wins like that. I mean, yeah, we saw it with Texas a couple years ago, but I'm sorry that Vandy is not going into Alabama.
Is it a night game or a day game?
I think it's a night game. Either way, day, night, whatever. Alabama by 30. No, I'm sorry. And plus,
It's gonna be a good game.
Plus Vanderbilt, it is it's at 2:30, so it's afternoon, so it's gonna be daytime. Top 25 matchup, Alabama's number 10, Vandy's number 16. Listen, I get it. Every team that's sorry usually has a good season every now and then. We saw it with what's his name? Jake, was it Cutler or whatever, who used to be the quarterback for Vandy, who played for the Bears? And they were ranked then. Since then, no.
Meech, when y'all don't have a good season.
I don't know. Kentucky, we ain't a football season, dog. We're a football team. We a basketball team. Listen, basketball is 3 weeks away. We ready. We had it against South Carolina, and they just was trash.
Them niggas had a good season since Benny Snell, bro.
No, for real.
That
We have
nigga
not.
was in college when I was in college.
It's not facts. We have not. Our last good season, when we had like 10 plus wins, was Benny Snell, and when we had Will Levis.
I think y'all just need to get out the SEC, bro. Y'all can't compete.
I've been saying that. I agree. If we go to like ACC or something,
Y'all still won't be able to compete in it. Y'all need to go to like the American Conference.
Okay,
or like Conference USA.
Nah,
something like that.
Okay, you tripping.
Or whatever conference Boise State in.
No. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Kentucky competes in every other sport except for football. And
I'm just talking strictly for football.
You can't do that though, because if one,
I'm just saying if you can, yeah, shit, that's what y'all needed to explore.
Nah, I'd rather us stay in the SEC. I think we got some things to prove in the next few years. Are we a football team? Football school? Absolutely not.
But don't y'all got the same coach from 10 years ago?
Yes, we've been wanting him
Bob Stoops?
Mark Stoops. Bob Stoops
Oh.
was the quarterback for Arkansas before he retired. So, yeah, we're not looking too good. I don't really see us competing in the SEC at all. I think we'll be blessed to get 6 wins, if that, this season. And literally, Mark Stoops has the best paying job. He was literally getting paid to get Kentucky back to bowl games because we used to be trash. Was we ranked a few times in past history? Absolutely. What people don't know is Kentucky actually has 2 football national championships, but that was 70-something years ago. Anyways, other than that, they ain't good. So hopefully they'll come back. I think it's time for a change, just like Calipari. You get all this top talent, but we lose in the first round to some scrubs. And you got dudes that you send into the NBA who's cooking right now, like a Devin Booker, like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but we lose in the first team. Trash teams in the first round? Nah. I think it's time for a change. But either way, I still love my team. I just know that we trash at football.
Dave, you didn't say nothing. So what's the
I just got one announcement for tomorrow's game. Let them keep poking the bear. Alabama by 20. Roll Tide.
Gotcha.
Not by 30?
20.
Y'all need a blitz. What did what's his name? Roll Tide Willing. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Y'all need a blitz, Bama blitz. Y'all get to that quarterback, ain't nothing gonna happen.
We just got to keep him off the field. That's it. Because we're gonna score, but we just got to keep him off the field. And then we'll be fine.
Before we jump into the last topic, what's going on with this Heisman race, man? It's still quiet over here to me. I still ain't seen nothing.
I'm gonna be honest. They sleeping on my boy from Baylor, Sawyer. Sawyer's like that. It's kind of like when RG3 was going for his Heisman race. Sawyer's throwing for 350 to 400 yards a game.
What's y'all record?
2-2.
No, I ain't getting no Heisman.
I mean, we took. But go ahead.
I think the issue.
Who he say?
The Baylor was that the quarterback?
Yeah, his last name is Sawyer. Last name is Sawyer. He's been
go ahead, D.
Cooking.
I think with the issue with the Heisman, I feel like we can't really jump to conclusions just yet because we ain't really just got the actual Heisman top people that we were supposed to hype yet. I feel like the Arch Manning train is going to come out this weekend when they go down to the swamp and beat the hell out of Florida. I feel like they're going to start building it right there. And you got Dante Moore from Oregon. He's been balling. And then surprisingly, you got the other quarterback, I can't remember his name, from Indiana. He's been doing his thing as well. And
is that a mask? Okay.
And then unfortunately, based on how he played against Georgia, they got Ty Simpson up there. I don't know how that happened, but he's up there. And I just think also you got to think the Heisman favorites Klubnik and Nussmeier. I think we haven't gotten to the deeper part of the season, so I just feel like things are going to kind of flip themselves around starting this weekend. That's why I said I'm predicting the Arch train is going to finally take off this weekend.
Oh, my bad. I was wrong. His name is Sawyer Robinson. First game against Auburn, he was 27 for 48 for 419 yards, 3 touchdowns. Second game, he was 34 for 50, 400 for 40 yards, 4 touchdowns. Third game, he was 23 for 37, 211 yards, 3 touchdowns. The fourth game against Arizona State, if I'm not mistaken, that's the team. He was 25 for 39, 250 yards, had 3 touchdowns. And then against Oklahoma State, at Oklahoma State, he was 24 for 35, 393 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 17 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the season. I think that's the sleeper, and I think they need to start looking at him being in the Heisman race because that man is playing.
Ain't Baylor like 2-2?
Sorry, I meant to say 3-2. But even when RG3 won his Heisman, were they not like 9-3 or something?
You got him running the table?
It's a possibility. It's possible. Looking at the rest of let me see who else they play. Baylor. Because I'm pretty sure, like, after Auburn, they should have been undefeated because, like, the season was like cake. They play Kansas State, who's 2-3. They play TCU, who's 3-1. They play Cincinnati, 3-1. UCF, Utah, Arizona, and Houston. I think they can run the table. So
I got you. Well, we don't jump in here on the last topic of the night. Meech, I'm gonna let you jump off. Pause. I'm gonna let you start it off on there. What's your thoughts on the Shador drama once again? Do you think this is just the media just doing what the media does? Do you think him and Deion should have a different approach, or what do you think, or what would you like to see happen this going forward?
I would like for them, honestly, just to leave this person alone. Like leave Shador alone. He's a third string. He's not getting no PT right now, and it's like everybody is trashing this man. Not only because of how good of a quarterback that he is, but really because the name bears. He comes from his father, and because of how people see his father, because how, I guess, arrogant and ignorant that he was, when it came to going through the draft stuff and all of that. Like, they're really trashing this man's name, in my opinion, for no reason. I have never seen a second to third string quarterback get so much attention in the NFL. I've never seen a third string quarterback get so much attention on the media. I think it's because he's a black man, in my opinion, who really don't act like, what most people consider a nigga or whatever in the league. At the end of the day, whether he plays football or he doesn't play football, he's going to be all right. He wants to play. He doesn't honestly need to be in the NFL. But because he's already successful, even outside of playing football, he's getting hated for it. And then everybody calls him a bust just because he's a third string quarterback. And I honestly believe he has talent, but they don't want to look at his talent. That's why they decided to draft Dylan Gabriel, who was also competing for the Heisman award last year. I mean, we'll see what happens with Dylan. If he starts being trash over the next 3 games, I can see them giving Shador a chance. But here's my thing. When he starts balling out, fans better keep quiet because you need to keep that same energy from the beginning. You was trashing him because you didn't think he was worth anything when you drafted him. And then because he was a third string, at first a fourth string before they got rid of Kenny Pickett, they still thought he was trash. But when he finally gets his moment, I think he's going to shut a lot of fans up. But I also love his authenticity. He's staying to himself. Even if he's playing with the media, let him play. He's being him. There's nothing else that you can really do other than try to dog him. I don't see any other second, third string quarterback getting enough trash and enough media sight than what he is. It's that they're just trying to tear him down because of where he comes from. He comes from a black family, a successful black family, a rich black family, and I wouldn't say conceited, but maybe a flamboyant or a very high confidence family who's successful. And sadly, no matter, even if black players take over most of the league, they still don't want to see us winning. And that's what I believe that's what they're doing to betray Shador Sanders.
Rozay, you want to hop in here? I think you breaking up.
I don't see what the big issue is.
I think Rozay Rozay and the Gulag. D, you want to go ahead?
No.
Rozay and the Gulag. Can you hear me, D?
Yeah.
Go ahead, D.
I just feel like it's very, shameful how they're doing him, and it's in like they're just nitpicking at everything he tries to represent and what he's trying to say. And I just feel like it's just kind of hard, and they're just kind of crowding him to a box to feel like, okay, if he makes a comment, he does a meme, or he makes even a small reaction, that they're going to have an issue with it. And I just feel like with Cleveland going this direction with Dylan Gabriel, like it's just bad all the way around. And I just think Dylan Gabriel's gonna, get thrown in there with the Wolves, and he's gonna get, sent out the game. And I think when Shador finally, comes in, it'll be like later in the season, because Cleveland's gonna keep extending this, and then by the time next year comes around, Deshaun Watson will be back, and then he'll get the start, and then they'll end up trading Shador. But I also gotta take consideration what Shador said about him not wanting to go to Baltimore, and I understand you didn't want to be in a position where you had to be behind Lamar Jackson as being on the bench, but at the same time, it's like you got to kind of think about the situation. Now, I get Cooper Rush is what he is, but you would have possibly, we don't know, but he possibly would have probably been in contention to start, because the Browns are just the Browns. They're just gonna do stupid shit and create mistake after mistake. Like that whole front office don't even know what the fuck they're doing. So it's not his fault there, but I just feel like he just got to just continue to do what he does, just be himself, and just continue to just keep getting better when he's not playing. Just keep working, but he's gonna be fine.
The Browns, right?
So what was he supposed to say about the Ravens and the Eagles situation?
I understand that, but at the same time, even though that's a thought in your mind that you may be behind, you're gonna be kind of a backup to.
No, it ain't gonna be no maybe. Ain't gonna be no kind of. You're not touching the field.
I understand that, but Rozay, at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen.
I understand what you're saying. That's what any other backup could. I understand what you're saying, but let's think about this, right? Say Lamar do get hurt, or Jalen Hurts do get hurt. Like Lamar is hurt right now. He's not playing Sunday.
Right.
Let's just think about the long run. Lamar ain't gonna be hurt for the rest of the season.
Right.
Shador was not gonna start for the rest of the season. You trying to start a quarterback situation for what? When you got your star quarterback right here, but you have a promising young backup quarterback right here, and you want to just clash heads for what? It's just gonna start drama in media and in the locker room.
We could just learn from each. Like Lamar can just,
No, it ain't you, but it's not Shador. Not like that, bro. He trying to get on the field right now. He don't care who it is, and he cool with Lamar. He cool with Jalen. He not finna even do that at all. It's gonna be another Tony Romo, Dak Prescott situation, or another Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre situation. Hey, we done seen this situation happen many times. And we always say, oh, maybe they just learning from each other. They're not going to clash heads. At the end of the day, they're going to be clashing heads because that young backup quarterback wants to get on the field sooner than later. He's not just going to sit back and wait. It's the same thing with Jordan Love. Jordan Love probably got tired of sitting behind, and he kept pushing Aaron Rodgers until Aaron Rodgers got tired. He just left. Yeah, I really don't think Aaron Rodgers left because the team was trash. I really think he left because he knew his time was up. Lamar Jackson's time is not coming up no time soon, or Jalen Hurts' time is not coming up no time soon. I don't think it was nothing wrong with what Shador said to both of them teams, saying, I don't want to come play for y'all because y'all team is already set. I'm not finna come be no backup. Now, with the Browns situation, he just got dealt a bad hand. That's all it is. And they punishing him. He punishing him because of his daddy. They punishing him because his whole family, and they've been on TV for their whole life. They just punishing him. That's it. Sooner than later, they're gonna have to put him on the field. They're gonna see what he does on the field, and then the rest is gonna be history. This is just all part of the. It's all part of the script and everything. That's all it is.
If I'll go ahead and give my take and recap on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of layers to the story. I agree just about what everyone's saying. To Rozay's point is, we're talking about a guy that at one point was the number one quarterback before the whole Cam Ward picture. Then they done slid Cam Ward in there, and then he was the number 2 the whole year, whatever you guys want to see it. Then somehow he just drastically failed, but we knew that was because of the Dion, saga, where this is something that, and I've been talking to Meech about, where the average person does like deal with this, but like normally athletes and everyone else, they don't have to deal with it. But like an average person, this is no separate than I would call corporate tactics and stuff like that. You get a lot of stuff where Meech was hitting on the racial department where they're trying to break his spirit. It has nothing to, at this standpoint, you got to think the media's worst fear is a black, confident young man. He has the braids. They believe in God. He has a confident father in his life. All the stuff of a successful black man for us, but you got to think the media is trained to tear this man down and apart because they want him to fit this role. And Rozay, he's a self-paid man. If he retired tomorrow, homeboy got M's, but it's not a wrong mindset, but you got to think is like, I don't like what Dan Orlovsky, I'm going to call him out. I don't like what he did. Stephen A. back on character, but we know what's really going on, but we don't sit here and act like we don't know what's really going on. If the man would have just sat there and then didn't do the press conference, they would have killed him. At some point, he could have just said, hey, they went to support with the decision. But guess what? The media would have flipped. Well, he doesn't sound like a confident quarterback, and he doesn't sound. So, we've seen it when they freed Baker. I still think when Deshaun finally get freed from that nonsense, Deshaun probably, not saying he don't go back to a top 5 quarterback, but once Deshaun get released, I think he don't go back and get out of that freaking dog. What do they call him? Dog pound or something? Cleveland. But once they get out of there, I just think it's a messed up situation.
Them niggas is chihuahuas.
And the league, they know what they did. Why is it? This is ironic too, and this is something that on a bigger scale, Meech. You don't think it's ironic the quarterbacks they wanted to sit behind? Not only are we talking about successful quarterbacks, but they all black. No one else needs a backup. No one else needs a backup. It's just so ironic how they play this game, and you know how they do. And I think. If I had a message to Shador and them, is just don't let them ever break your spirit. We know what kind of games they playing. And to be honest with you, this don't sound crazy, but he don't get a fair shot this year. And I'm suing the league. I'll tear this whole league apart because they got evidence and everything for what's that damn word? What? Damn, I can't think of the conspiracy and what was it? Collusion.
Mm-hmm. This is when you try to use big words.
See, this is what I'll be talking about. Meech, would a black man tear down another? You know what I'm saying? But all I gotta say is, man, that when
you try to use big words and you can't spell.
See, how we gotta go here?
Here's my question though: if What other team would you put Shador on? I wanted the Steelers to take him. But, we drafted a national championship quarterback, which I understand. But
right now, we got to see at the end of the year because, I've been saying this forever. I think the Dolphins, though, being a reboot, we don't know what the Dolphins looking like. The Jets is always going to be the Jets. They need a quarterback. We'll see what Rozay's Colts do. The Colts are going to be another spot. Carolina, I think you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to move off from Bryce Young. The Saints ain't got no guy. And every year it's always gonna be something different. I mean, are the Bengals? I know this will be uncomfortable conversation. I want this a topic we could bring up is what's the time on Burrow's clock, man?
Oh, no, Burrow's going to be in the league for a while.
I'm just saying, Meech, he has another year. He gets hurt again. They're going to have that conversation.
Yeah, they got to pull the plug.
They're going to have that conversation, but you have to understand, he's not going to be easy to cut, and I'm going to tell you why.
No, what if he walks away?
I don't think he will.
I mean, he could pull it.
You got to think.
Now, here's the thing. He could, but you got to understand what I think the Bengals are trying to do. They're trying to low-key make Cincinnati like LSU. So they're going to try to get another top receiver in there with Jamar Chase.
They don't need another top receiver.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like they're trying everything that they can to make Cincy, to make the Bengals like it was with LSU. LSU had a top O-line. LSU had a great defense. They don't got that right now. They got two good receivers and a trash O-line that can't block for them. Burrow ain't the issue. But
reason I asked that, Meech, my bad to cut you off, is we seen what Luck. Burrow has only had 1 year, really. He's been healthy. Every year he has been hurt. And we've seen Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck walked away, and we were like, he literally just, my body. That's the only reason I asked that question. But just to go back off the original point is, it's always there'll be some new openings and new scenery. And it's just crazy. Because, I just hate that we get right back to square one no matter what it is. Even with sports, you can't escape it. Where it's like you get a situation where they're just trying to, just give the brother a chance. If he gets beat out, he gets beat out. But let's be Joe Flacco, and no disrespect to Dylan Gabriel, no disrespect to Joe Flacco, but what are we doing? But I'm going to be honest, I don't even want them to play over there. They don't deserve it.
No.
Put Shedeur in Miami. I think he'll make some noise. And plus, I think Shedeur wants to go and play for a big brand in a big city. I mean, Miami, it's Miami. Dallas, I mean, I know they got what's his name who used to play for Tennessee, who's the backup to Dak. But Dallas is America's team. Go play like you did where your father came from. Or he could go to the Falcons if Penix ain't the answer. But he just got there. So, we'll see how that goes. I just hope that the league can start giving us fair chances. Like giving more black quarterbacks fair chances like Shedeur. And even like stop with the trash with Jalen Hurts. I understand he ain't top 10, but is he not leading his team?
Not top 15.
He ain't top 10. He ain't top 15. Maybe top 30 or whatever.
Well, I don't think it's even. But sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade. I don't think we're trashing him. Mm-hmm. He's just a game manager. I mean, like with Cam, and shout out to Cam Newton again, man.
Yeah.
When he made that list, I mean, we seen it, and I know we're running short on time here, but think about what's going on with the Niners right now. Mac Jones get inserted. It is so many play systems that you can just plug and play that people don't want to sit here and act like it's non-existent. But what I will say is, man, Shedeur, come on at your boys at the I'm Not Cappin Podcast, man. Because you know the slogan. D, what's the slogan, man?
Lying is a skill. Capping is not.
The fact that there's just no flavor in your wrist that was given from the start, so it just is what it is. The drop the pin, well.